What's up, y'all? It's your boy Slick Frenzy, back on the vlog once again, and it's early in the morning, headed to work. Raining a little bit, nothing too serious. So today, just gonna be going into work, putting up numbers, grinding it out, doing the thing. Where I work at is pretty chill as well, so just get that, get to know everybody I work with a little better. And yo, there is like 7 school buses. You might see them. There they are. Look, all those school buses. Where they going? Anyways, probably a field trip or something. I don't know what school they coming from. Maybe Bowling Springs. But just gonna be chilling, doing our job, and then, in between, I get to edit the vlog and think about the music I've been writing lately. Something that I've been watching, and if you follow me on Twitter, which if you don't follow me on Twitter, make sure you go ahead and follow @SlickFrenzy. If you got a Facebook, go ahead and look up Slick Frenzy, hit that like button, and then of course on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. That way you don't miss anything. But something that I've been watching a lot lately is just like some J. Cole documentaries about like his touring and making music behind the scenes. And one thing I want to say is I love when artists or producers or videographers, actors, anybody that has a craft that's, I guess artistically inclined, I like whenever they let their fans and the people that love their work behind the scenes. Because a lot of times with actors, like, okay, that, hey, they might not possibly be on location. They might have a green screen behind them, or they do this and they do that. Or as artists, they go in the studio and there's a microphone and there's, an engineer. But we really don't know, like, the nuances, the way they behave behind the scenes, how they made those sounds. I've watched documentaries, or I guess, vlogs behind the scene of like Lecrae and Andy Mineo, and saw that, for one sound that you would never guess that they was using like a bowl and some like aluminum foil. And so it's cool to see, like, how they come up with all these sounds, why they made the album the way they did, what they were going through at the time, why the songs are in the order that they are. Oftentimes you get to hear songs that didn't make the album, and you also just get to see what they do day to day as professional recording artists. So I just been watching, I watched the Eyes documentary, which is about his latest album that's coming out this Friday, and that was pretty interesting. But one that's pretty long, and which I encourage you to watch, is called Homecoming, and it's about his last album, which was 2014 Forest Hills Drive. And that's the address of his childhood home. But basically, he just takes, in that album, each song he takes you from, his childhood to how he grew up in Hollywood, and then to now, how he feels about it now. So it's really interesting. But what's interesting about the documentary is, like I said, you get to see behind the scenes. But in this one, not only about like how he comes up with his lyrics and how the music is made, but you get to see what goes on, like when they go on tour. So in this one, they have interviews with his audio engineer and how he sound checks and each venue that they go into, making sure that it's going to sound right. You have interviews with his visual engineer, which creates all the visuals behind him when he's on stage. You have interviews with his security, how they, get in contact with the security at the venue, how, other artists other than J. Cole sometimes like to be more private whenever they're on tour, and they just want to go straight from their show into a blacked out limo to the hotel and get on a plane and leave, and nobody ever see them. But then you have artists like Cole, like Lecrae, like Andy that like to be more interactive with their fans. And so you switch it up for those guys. He has interviews with stage director, how they set up everything on the stage, how they make it look how they want to look. I mean, just interviews with a lot of people that you never knew existed on the side of touring, because a lot of times you just look at a tour and you're like, okay, there's some stage prop people, of course there's the artists themselves, and there's like a DJ behind them, but there's so many other people that help make the show what it is. When you go to an incredible concert, I gotta say, hands down, the best concert I've ever been to was Lecrae's Anomaly tour, which Andy was on with him. But the sets and the lighting and just the way everything flowed together was amazing. And I don't know how many people they had on that one, but I know on this documentary I'm watching with Cole, they had 160 people plus, working on, just this one stage to make sure everything was going right. And so, I think it's good to see all those moving pieces behind, and to really just appreciate everybody that puts, their best foot forward in making a good product for everybody. So I'm gonna keep heading up this road to Gaffney, get in here at work, and I'll get to you guys whenever I can and share some thoughts with you. And I love you guys, and we'll see you in a minute. Hey y'all, so I know if you follow me on Twitter, man, that's a bad light right there. If you follow me on Twitter, you probably saw a photo of a BMW in a store today. That was in my father-in-law's, O'Reilly's, and a woman crashed through just a window. It's a full glass window. I'll put up some more pictures. And so everybody's okay, but man, that is crazy. Like, can you imagine, like, just being there, and then all of a sudden, you just, hey, how you doing? Welcome to O'Reilly's. And then all of a sudden, you're like, oh, like, that's all you probably say more than that. Yo, what's up, y'all? So as promised, I'm back, and we'll end this day 4 vlog type things we're gonna talk about the Grammys, man. And honestly, I already talked about it yesterday, about how like hip hop was declining, but I think that the Grammy nominations, man, it's just a confirmation, man, of how it's really declining. And I think how the industry and major labels and tastemakers are kind of feeding into it, because I mean, let's be honest, the music industry is 95% capitalism and 5% actual art form, actual creativeness, or actual talent and gifts. So like the other part of it is just like, can we make money off this person? How much can we control this person? How much can we control the direction of a certain genre? How can we just grab on to whatever's hot at the moment? And so what the entertainment industry or the hip-hop industry has done is grabbed onto a sect of hip-hop that's known as mumble rap, or I don't know what you want to call it, but they grabbed onto that. I don't know where these dudes came from. Honestly, they could have a fan base that they've had for a while that I have no clue about. But honestly, in my eyes and in the eyes of many people that I know, many of the hip hop heads that have been around for a long time, the music that they're making is trash, garbage. I said that yesterday, say it again, it's trash, garbage, terrible music. But apparently, the major labels in the industry is making money off of these cats because, I don't know, what their whole contract deal is, but most of the time you get people that, are just like, hey, I just want to be a star. I just want to be in the spotlight. I know I'm not gifted, talented in this way anyways, so I'm gonna just take what you're gonna give me, and you can do what you do. So I think that's what's happened with these artists, is that they're like, hey, this is my one shot, so I'm gonna let them make money off of me. I'm still making money. I'm still, getting to make music per se, so they don't care. So the Grammy nominations came out earlier, and at first I was looking at them, I was like, okay, a lot of my favorite artists and a lot of who I think are the best artists in the game didn't make albums this year, so of course they weren't going to be nominated. But the first round of nominations, I was like, okay, they have Adele, and they have Rihanna, and they have, Drake, and I forget who was up there, I think, for like the best record of the year. And I was like, okay, hey, this is dope. And then they had, kind of the same kind of people up there for the best album of the year, which, I understood their choices and stuff. And then I get down to like best rap/sung performance and best rap performance, and a song by Lil Yachty's up there for best rap song, and then a song by Designer is up for best rap performance. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, you're telling me that these people, like the 13,000 people in the Academy voted for these people, and at that point I was like, yo, you know what? These guys' music may be trash, but the industry itself is trash. The Grammys is trash, and this video is gonna be on the internet for forever. So if I never win a Grammy, if I never get nominated, then that's cool, because it means nothing. First of all, it's no validation for me as an artist, because the validation for any artist should be, the fans appreciating his music and just being appreciated by them, and being able to touch people's lives. But a lot of artists do look at the Grammys as like, okay, hey, mama, we made it. I'm actually making great music. Or even artists that don't look at it like that, when they do get a Grammy, they're like, man, hey, this is nice, I got a Grammy. And not that I wouldn't be appreciated of it, but it's no longer the gold standard. It's no longer a goal. It's no longer meaningful, really, when you have, garbage being nominated for supposedly, the highest validation in at least this world. So those are my thoughts on the Grammys. I'm not gonna watch the Grammys just because of those reasons. Probably not even gonna comment on the Grammys anymore after this, just because it's just like, man, like it makes me want to throw up because it's that bad. So it's like, hey, that's it. It is what it is. And so because of that, we do the song of the day every day on the blog. So today, for day 4, we're going to roll with the cypher. It's called the God Over Money cypher from Bizzle's last album that just came out a few months ago, called Crowns and Crosses. So I'm going to leave that link in the description for you guys. Make sure that you check it out. It's going to be some of the best music that you've heard in a while. I guarantee you it'll be better than Panda, Designer, Uzi, Vert, Yachty, whoever you listen to right now. Guarantee you to destroy them in a heartbeat. So make sure that you check that out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like it, and share. And we're going to keep doing this thing every day. Peace out. Slick Frenzy.